Welcome back, my boys. Hope y'all's doing good. We are in Daytona. You're looking at the Just Flight Piper Aero 3 Turbo. It's a plane that looks pretty familiar to me now in real life. The wings are a little bit longer than the Cherokee, so looking at it now, it kind of looks weird. I'm so used to seeing the Cherokee, but pretty similar airplane. So we're going to treat this one like a real flight. With that said, let's do this. We're going to go to Cedar Key. Also, if you guys watch Steve-O-1 Knievo, you might have recognized the name. Remove those static objects. Thanks. Tiny, short airstrip on a little island on the west side of Florida. We're on the east side on the Embry-Riddle ramp at Daytona in an Embry-Riddle airplane. So that works. What I'll do first, get in the cockpit, turn the power on, and make sure our rotating beacon is working. I have to stick my head out here, peek out, have a look. Can we see it? I'm guessing that's working. Kind of a shit light in the game. And turn that back off. Leave the beacon on, battery back off, set our flaps. Come out here. Check the side of the fuselage. No step. Checking the flaps. Down here, a little press. Make sure they're all secured. Come over here, looking underneath. Ailerons. Lift that bad boy up and push it back down. Checking to make sure the hinges there are intact. Screws. Don't need the nav lights because we're doing a day flight. Checking the leading edge of the wing. Check the fuel tanks. See how much is in there. I think we got about half today. Look at the landing gear, making sure the struts are inflated. Little sump right there. Sump the fuel. Undo the tie down. Guess this is the pitot static column. On the Cherokees, it's on the other wing. Back over here. Open up the engine compartment. Look in there. Make sure everything looks okay. There should be a flap on the top. Maybe it's on the other side. Check the nose gear. It's inflated. Looking for the alternator belt in the front there. I'm not sure if you could see it actually in the arrow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's see. Can we open the flap? Yes, we can. Does it do anything? Not really. Down here there should be a fuel sump. There she is. Fuel sump there. Scooting back here, double checking the right landing gear as well, making sure she's inflated. Sumping this tank right there. Undo the tie down. Another pitot static column. I guess the arrow has two. Right here is the stall, into the stall, sensor. When your angle of attack increases beyond a certain point, this little thing changes its position and lights up in the cockpit for you. So jiggle that thing, make sure that it was working as proper. Expected. Swing around the outside again. Checking the leading edge of the wing. Over here. Your other nav light. Don't need it. Don't care. Check this aileron. Aileron's also way longer on the arrows than on the Cherokees. I guess it goes without saying with the wing being the way it is. Flaps over here. Press on this guy. Double checking the hinges down there. Looking at the bottom and the top. Checking the fuselage. Come up here. Checking the antennas. Give them a little jiggle. The stabilator. This whole thing moves. Give that a little wiggle. The rear part you can see in the middle there. This is actually the trim tab. It's huge. Checking the leading edge there. Looking at the hinges back here, making sure that the pins are in, screws, etc. Wouldn't want to push this too hard because we have nose wheel steering, but I give it a little jiggle on the rudder. Undo the tie down back here, right there. Checking these connection points, and up here your aerial antennas and your beacon light. Good enough for a flight sim. Then I'm gonna climb my big ass back in here to this seat. Put the flaps back up. Scooch over here, and usually leave the door open for startup. Particularly being in Florida because it's not particularly cold. Let's get prop condition full forward. Mixture rich. Instrument's kind of hard to see with the throttle the way it is. So one more time, I get battery power. Hello? Battery? There we go. Go ahead and start on the left tank. Doesn't matter because they both should be full. Big red button is the fuel pump. Get that on. Our beacon is on. And start, we just turn on both mags, crack the throttle about a quarter, and see if she goes. Double check the parking brake's on. Oh, she is. Alright, there we go. 1,000 RPMs. Lean a little bit for taxi here. And we can turn the fuel pump off. Close the door. Hello? Latch that. Latch that. Avionics switch. Oh, alternator probably helped too. There we go. Now, avionics master. Where is that? I forgot. I think you just turned that on. And let's get weather. See what runway we're using here. 1220.
Kilo, Delta, Alpha, Bravo, airport information. Echo, 1353, Zulu, weather, wind, 327, at 5, visibility, 10, sky condition, few clouds at 4,500, few clouds at 20,000, temperature, 172.13, altimeter, 3023, advise on initial contact, you have information. Echo.
Information Echo, altimeter 3023.
Kilo, Delta.
See what radio frequencies. I'm guessing we got a clearance delivery. We do. KDAT, ground 121. 21.9.
934 PTC 120 Romeo 107. Jazz 934 on clearance PTC correct. Data echo contact data 1222
VFR to the west. Blah blah blah. Probably using runway 34. Taxi via whatever this runway or this taxiway is. Echo, I'm guessing.
Good morning. It's Maple 76.
Thanks. Push it over to ground. 21.9er. 1200 on the transponder. Standby is on. And tower 120.7. There we go. And while we're sitting here, we'll line up our directional gyros. 2, 4. A little bit past it. Let's see.
1799 Charlie 4.
1799
ground taxi Delta Alpha Alpha Lima.
Good. I think we're ready to go.
Alpha Lima cross 33 right rear 1799.
Oil pressure is good. Fuel temperature is fine. Amps positive. Fuel pressure is good. Looking good, fellas. And runway 34 is down that way. So let's go. Parking brake off. Oh, actually, let's get the direct to. Go into Cedar Key. Flight plan. No, not you. Delete. And we are going to Kilo Charlie Delta
Foxtrot Yankee Golf, give way to a Q400
Kilo.
from your left, then taxi Echo Echo Alpha.
George T. Lewis.
Then Echo,
Enter,
Echo,
enter.
Alpha,
CDI and GPS. Flight plan is what direction? 187. Sorry, it'd be 274 degrees.
Encore 3539, Embraer waits, contact ground 1216.
Let's go. Park and brake. See ya.
65, good day. Good day, Maple 7604, correction 05 on Charlie 4. Maple 7605, ground taxi Delta Delta Romeo, cross runway 23 straight. Delta Delta Romeo cross 33 right, Maple 7605.
Fox Yankee Golf, contact apron 12207.
On 2207, Fox Yankee Golf, have a good night.
Yep.
Does this go to the end? Let's see. Oh, she does.
1799, contact apron 12207.
2207, Prairie 1799, good night. Satellite speedbird 9 Lima, vacated Charlie 4.
Speedbird 9 Lima Heavy, ground taxi Delta.
Probably gonna have to disable the yoke because the manifold pressure and the tachometer is right under that thing.
Maple 7605, contact apron 12207.
2207, Maple 7605. Underground, good evening, Rouge 1930, heavy, short, or coming up on Alpha Mike.
Rouge 1930 Heavy, ground runway 23 to Kilo, altimeter 29085, taxi Alpha, hold short Alpha Kilo.
Alpha short up Kilo, Rouge 1930.
Kind of surprised there's no run-up area, considering there's an aviation university here. What the fuck is this, man?
Ground Rouge 1537, we're on Delta 4.
1537, ground taxi Delta, cross runway 33 right, Alpha, hold short Tango.
Delta cross 33 right, Alpha short of Tango, Rouge 1537.
There we go. Get the landing light going. Transponder on altitude. Don't need flaps for this takeoff, and we'll do. So there's just a tower. Don't need a departure frequency or anything. Just doing VFR. Don't gotta talk to nobody if I don't want to. Let's go park and brake off. Mixture.
7975, contact ground 1219.
Rich.
1219,
It is a turbo, but I mean we're basically at sea levels. I wouldn't guess it would be managing mixture for power levels at this point.
Contact ground 1219. 119, Rouge 1860.
Get rid of this so I can see the controls or the engine instruments down there. Three, 4 on the pavement. Start bringing the throttle in. Looking at the manifold pressure. Keep it less than 40. That will do. 60 and rotate. Zip. Tap the brakes. Landing gear. Where's that one? There it is.
3216, left switch 4.
Concourse 3216 tower, company Q, mile final, winds calm, clear blind, runway 24 left.
Trim, trim, trim. Daytona Motor Speedway. And let's get this going. Direct to. Nope. Direct to, enter, 275 degrees, oil change.
Lima X-ray, Mike Charlie Echo Tower, wind calm, clear takeoff runway 23. X-ray, Mike Charlie Echo.
Should be a short one too. I think it's 100 miles.
Tower 4405, cleared ring visual, 24 left. 4405, there is.
Bring our RPMs back a little bit.
54 left, 4405.
Also, we can bring the mixture a little bit. Not sure what VY would be for the arrow, but I'll probably just aim for 100. It seems to be doing us pretty well.
Tower 4405, clear. Procore 3405, exit dump 2, cross runway 24 right.
Also, we're going west on a VFR flight, so it's going to be even thousands plus 500, but 100 miles, so I'll aim for 10,500. We're already at 4,500. And this thing is a turbo, so the higher that we go, the more power we can actually use. In fact, bring up the throttle a little bit here.
Check remarks, and we are clear for takeoff, runway 28, departure near.
And I only put the, hello winds. I only put the payload for my weight, plus like maybe a bag or something, so it's super light, and we've only got a half tank, so, jeez buddy, what are you doing? Just trying to fly an airplane here. Wind. Easy, easy. Florida man, what are you doing?
7529 on Delta, April 10529 Tower, good evening. Traffic landing on runway 24 right, over short of your runway. Contact departure airborne, please takeoff runway 28. Clear check remarks, and we are clear for takeoff, runway 28, departure near.
Don't remember seeing any air mats for this.
Bridge 1806 Heavy Tower, up to 319 rolls, line up runway 23. We have to 319, line up and wait 23, Bridge 1806.
So the airspeed is about 100 knots, and it looks like ground speed is 109. So I mean, this is only 10 knot headwind component. Oh, this is kind of ridiculous. Fucking X-plane.
Bridge 1806 Heavy Tower for 319 rolls, line up runway 23. Oh yeah, for the 319, line up and wait 23, Bridge 1806.
It's kind of annoying, actually.
Aqua 3405, no contact ground, 719. Gotcha, 19, Aqua 3405. Aqua 3405, no contact ground, 719. Gotcha, 19, Aqua 3405.
Turn our landing line off. I can grab it. No, wrong one. So,
Target Air Canada
beacon,
705, no
landing light. Thank you. Pitot heat don't need. Jesus Christ.
40 knots faster, winds 1806, good climb to far.
Airline 248, Arizona, 705.
Now she's smoothing out. I'm gonna get back on course. Her CDI is way over here.
Target Air Canada 705, no inbound.
705, number 2, 2.5 behind an Embraer airboat, 40 knots faster, winds 1806, good climb to far.
Airline 248, Arizona, 705.
Exit Charlie 2, join Echo, contact ground on 21.9.
Charlie 2, Echo Ground Air Canada 5.
We meeting our 2,000 foot lateral clearance for the clouds? I don't know. There's 9,500, 1,000 to go. Smooth now though, baby.
Concord 3522, caution wake turbulence, empty left.
Forgot to turn that fuel pump back on too for takeoff. Whoops. Once I get to the top of cruise, I will switch the tanks. Looks like the door is open. Latch that.
Airborne 20, car 35, picking up 3,
They're latched. Oh, shot straight through 10,500. Alright, screw it. We'll go 12,500. Actually, probably not. This thing does not have oxygen. Get back down there.
Canada 139, line up runway 23.
Canada 139.
Canada 139, the departing queue, handle turn left, winds are calm, clear takeoff runway 23.
10,500. Trim it out. Welcome and thank you for the follow, friend. Appreciate you. How you doing, man? Alright, that's pretty trimmed. Let's go fuel pump on, switch that over to the right tank. Oh boy. Why did that happen? Lost fuel pressure.
Pressure 156, number 1, the 320 just touched down, wind 190, clear to land 24. Clear to land 24, West Jet 156.
Alright, there you go. There's the right tank. See, fuel pump off. Fuel pressure is stable. We are going to Cedar Key on the west side of Florida. It's like a tiny little, I think it's like 2,300 feet. And we got about 83 miles to go. And a little power issue. The fuel issue just ruined my trim. There we go, 10,500. Stay, trim.
Pressure 156, number 1, the 320 just touched down, wind 190,
Should bring our manifold pressure up a little bit too.
West Jet 156. Number 3522, full pressure 180.
There we go. That's hands off right now. Oh, getting altitude. Son of a.
Number 3522, full pressure 180. Yeah, number 322.
Shouldn't be. No, just took off. And let's actually look down here. Yeah, there's not much of a disparity. Maybe about 5 gallons, 4 gallons. That's what the trim's for anyway.
Aircan 705, exit right, high speed Charlie 4, waiting at Delta 4 and then call ground 20 minutes.
Digi? What kind of fan of aviation are you? Is it GA planes, I guess? I've been on like a kick with tubes and stuff recently, jets and whatnot, but it feels good to be flying some GA stuff now. My man, yeah, there you go. Alright. Alright, there's hands off right there. It seems stable. I'm going to Alt-Tab. Before, when I was doing this with an Xbox controller, when I would Alt-Tab, the plane would roll to the left. So let's see if this works. Yeah. She's rolling. Is it? No, actually, that seems stable. Good. I'll show you what's going on here. This is us all over the place. Jeez. And we're going to George T. Lewis. Save that. Right here. This tiny little airport. Kilo, Charlie, Delta, Kilo. 2,000 feet, 2,300 feet, which is probably more than enough for us, but we'll do a short field landing anyway. just for some practice. Oh, got a little bit of roll going on. Might have been, yeah, but I got back to a control stick and throttle and stuff now. I had all these peripherals, and I just moved back to the United States from living abroad, so I sold them all before I got home. And one of my friends basically gave me his old control stick and throttles. Just had to pay for shipping. Rudder pedal should be here tomorrow. Pumped. I've not been doing a very good job staying on course. Once the CDI gets back to center, it's not deflected anymore. Switch back to original heading. It's 275. Yeah, I figured it was appropriate. We left from Daytona, and that's where Embry-Riddle is, so I got the Embry-Riddle livery. Put that down there to the left. Pinecastle Electronic Warfare Range. Anybody's wondering? And somehow I'm back on 275. Get it back. VFR in Class Echo should be 1,000 feet above the clouds. I don't think we are. I'm probably not going to tell anybody. So somebody needs to wash these windows. Jesus. It does. It'd be even more explosive if it was an ordnance range. I wonder if that's an MOA that you have to request transit through. An electronic, oh, CDI is coming in. 275, get it back. We got 66 miles to go. When we're about 20 or 30 miles, we'll start descending. Look at the weather. Actually, look at the weather now. See what's going on in Cedar Key.
4228, call departure on 28.
KCDK. We got winds at 065, 6 knots. 10 miles visibility. Clouds. Temperature 17, dew point 11. No precipitation. Altimeter 3026. Not on VATSIM, no, I'm using XATC Chatter, just like a plug-in. it plays messages depending on which frequency that you got selected. So, for example, we're on, I think I'm on tower frequency from KDAB, but maybe we got flight following, we go Jacksonville Center, 133.325, and now you'd hear messages recorded from center frequencies. That sounds good, but not for GA stuff. There's decent coverage depending on what time of day you are, but it's pretty much only Bravo to Bravo airspace. So if you're doing tubes and that's your thing, that's really cool, but if you fly out of a small regional airport or something, as soon as you get past their airspace, and you go to CTAF or Unicom or something like that, there's no controller. You have to type in what you're doing on the CTAF, and I am not doing that. Sort of like flying GA, you're going to take your hands off the controller and then key it up so that you can type in, you know, what is this, Arrow 108 Echo Romeo, left downwind for 35 or some shit. I'm not doing that. Somehow we've gained 200 feet. Get back down there, buddy. Dude, the TBM 900, oh, that's one of my favorites. Do you have airports or parts of the country that you like to fly in? There you go. Also, I'm super excited for what Hot Start's working on now. Is it a Challenger or something? After what a gem they created with the 900, I'm super excited about that. Do you have ortho, or are you just using the default scenery? I like places with mountains. But here I am flying in Florida, which is like just the most, I wouldn't say desolate, but it's as flat as you could possibly get. Ortho, baby. Yeah, is that what they're doing? I knew it was a Challenger, I didn't know which one. I'm so excited for that. Two biggest ones I'm looking forward to right now in X-Plane are the new Hot Start Challenger, I guess it's 650, and the Rotate MD-11. Ooh, boy. Oh, nice. It cleared up a little bit. It is so badass. Also, I mean, Rotate did an amazing job with their MD-88. So I trust them. And same thing with Hot Start, man. The TBM 900 is amazing. It's probably one of the best planes for X-Plane. So how can they go wrong? Oh, boys, is that a golf course? Or here's the game with ortho. You see a golf course? That's a point. So there's one for me. I haven't flown the TBM in probably a month or two, and yesterday, the first day after getting the control stick, so it's been a while, and I did a flight with it and had a really good time. The sounds, the controls, everything, all the systems. And Toto, one of the guys that developed it, like the lead guy, he stops into streams from time to time if you're flying the TBM. So if you're out there listening, Toto, we love you. Legend. Check our fuel situation here. Whoa. I don't really fly the Cirrus jet that much, but I heard that there is, I might be able to find you a link in a second, a sound pack, custom sound pack for it. Let's see if I can find that. Oh, we're rolling. idea where that link went. Oh, we got it. Never mind. Save me the trouble. Why does it look like the door is open? And both of them are latched. There we go.
Area 104 radio check.
Oh, we might be talking about different ones, because I think the one that I saw was free. But $5 is not too bad for that kind of mod, huh? Alright, now it's not latched again. Latch, boy!
Area 104 radio check.
G3000. I'll take it. That's something else too, that when you have like a plane that's that good, it kind of ruins other planes in the sim for you. Like there's a lot of planes that I don't even touch anymore just because there's so many other good ones out there. Why you gotta ruin it, man?
Push 190,
What runways? We have it. 2305, and what did I say the wind was? Best runway for wind, 05. See, that's what I'm saying. It's fun flying those kind of things with really good autopilot systems. Like this one doesn't even have vertical navigation. You've got a lateral navigation autopilot system that you can control with a heading bug, but you still have to trim in altitude and stuff yourself. I like that kind of stuff. It's good to do both. You can hone your skills a little bit. I'm gonna do sync up our DG and we'll go 05 on the heading bug. So visual reference. And then we'll just enter the downwind 3405. It does. But I remember reading some study about pilots, like pilots in real life who, you know, end up going to airlines and stuff like that. They end up losing some of the skills that you get doing GA, working on your PPL and all that kind of stuff. I mean, you have a plane, for example, that has yaw dampers. You're not even touching the rudder pedals usually unless you're landing. Speaking of keeping on your toes, literally. Fuel check. We're still good. I think I can see the coast. Oh no, man, someone needs to wash this glass. I figured out about my E6B. We got 42 miles and our ground speed is 144. So probably about 15 minutes.
Qatar 701, okay, you're not clear for position direct to Papa Quebec, India, and then direct Echo November Echo for departure to arrival, Kennedy.
See if we get AWAS. Nothing actually, no AWAS at Cedar Key. The nearest one is 29 miles away. On the CTAF 122.9, I'll get that on standby. 122.9er. Rolling it.
Qatar 701. Qatar 701, change your route, let me know when you're ready. Qatar 701, okay, you're now clear for position direct to Papa Quebec, India, and then direct Echo November Echo for departure to arrival, Kennedy. Qatar 701, roger.
Should I probably just wait until we're getting close to switch the tanks the last time. So 36 miles and actually start descending here too.
Delta 266.
Manifold pressure back to about 25 inches.
Change your route, sir, you're now clear for
Retrim everything, look for about 500 feet.
India, and then direct Echo November Echo, balance and change. Delta 266 from us.
We're going to be on the south side of the center line, so probably to join the right midfield downwind for runway 5, but I hate right patterns.
Qatar 763, have you been good? Center, November 300, Romeo Lima, 410. November 300, Romeo Lima, good.
Switch over to this CTAF. We're still a little ways out, but we're not in anybody's airspace, so I don't have anyone to talk to anyway. Cedar Key, altimeter 3025. We're at good enough. This one too.
Traffic in West Railroad is crossing over Brentwood. Going left and downwind for traffic in West Railroad is crossing over Brentwood. Going left and downwind for traffic. Oscar Charlie Hotel crossing.
Somewhere around here. That might actually be it right there. Bring it a little bit left.
Traffic. Oscar Charlie Hotel crossing.
Seriously, man. You can turn off the window reflection. See what that looks like. I mean, you can see better, but not as immersive. I will leave it that way. I don't know, what's better, window smudginess or just totally clear? Now it looks like I'm flying with no glass. Yeah, I'm thinking so. I mean, at least it looks like there's something in front of you. Although flying these kind of planes in real life, the windows are shit. No amount of Windex would actually clear up most of that smudginess anyway. 20 miles? I'm guessing the traffic pattern altitude is going to be 1,000 feet because it's got to be basically at sea level. Hello, Cedar Key? I think that's it right there. Oh yeah. It is an island landing, yep. I think one time I tried, the only time that I've ever flown here was with the TBM and I crashed and burned. I saw the Stevo 1 Kenevo vlog about Cedar Key and the TBM 930 and I thought it'd be, oh, that's easy enough to do. Should be a little bit easier with an arrow. We'll do a short field landing too. That indeed you are, although hopefully it's going to go a little smoother than the TBM. I have confidence in myself, at least for now. There we go. got it in sight now. Do a little land-in preparation. We get the fuel pumps on and we'll switch tanks. That'll do us for the rest of the flight. Good job. Landing light. Get on. Start bringing our RPMs up a little bit.
Traffic coming to the kilo, turning 532.
Oh yeah, got smooth down here too. Maybe I can trim this out. Oh, no, spoke too soon.
Traffic coming to the kilo, turning 532.
Traffic in the 5 miles now windward, 30. Traffic in the 5 miles now windward, 30.
Alright, coming up on 10 miles. We got a CTAF already tuned. So I'd say Cedar Key traffic, Arrow 108 Echo Romeo, about 10 miles to the east, and bound to join the right downwind from runway 5 will be full stop Cedar Key traffic. See ya.
Traffic, big.
And double check our landing checklist here. Fuel is on the fullest tank, fuel pumps are on, landing light is on. Still a little high. See us! I actually got one of those in real life. Somebody actually responded to me the other day. Make sure that is indeed the airport we're at. So it's, yeah, there. It's on that little island right there.
Traffic,
Keep descending. 3,000.
Traffic coming.
Yeah, it's super short. It's 2,300, which you can probably do a regular landing at in this airplane. 'Cause, I mean, usually your approach speed's about 80, 75 miles an hour. Or those knots.
Traffic
They're
coming
knots.
to the kilo,
Ooh.
clear runway 32.
Yeah, they're knots. That's what I'm saying, man. Give this a try in the TBM. Let me know if you manage to stick it. I crashed it off the end. At least with my landing then, no amount of thrust reverser was going to save me. What is this? Got the crew here to watch us land. The ICAO is KCDK, Kilo Charlie Delta Kilo.
traffic in the 5 level, final approach, 30.
Shenanigans, it's 2,300 something feet. It's not like a huge deal for us, but obviously in a plane like a TBM might be a little bit trickier. 3 miles, Cedar Key traffic, Arrow 108 Echo Romeo, 3 miles east, joining the right downwind runway 5 on 45, full stop, Cedar Key traffic. Just no floaters, man. It's a short field landing. It might be hard, but we're going to stick this thing. Alright, coming up on our TPA. Start trimming it back here. Let's slow it down. Get our props full forward. And we'll call that good enough. Cedar Key traffic, Arrow 108 Echo Romeo, right downwind, runway 5, full stop, Cedar Key traffic. There she is, boys, look at that thing. I think my confidence is waning. We got it. Gonna extend out a little ways because we're gonna go full short field, so I want flaps at 45. That'll give us some time to get ourselves right. Trim. We're getting slow here. We'll go flaps 10. Yeah, we gotcha. Go ahead and get those gear so the plane doesn't bitch at us anymore. Take your time, buddy.
Traffic, can you Foxtrot Bravo clear the access to include full stop?
We'll do flaps 25. Start turning that base. Bring the power back and start descending. I've got that little heading bug on a visual reference for runway heading. Hopefully thereabouts. It'll help us square up the base here. Roll it out. Trying to keep the altitude a little high too. That way, if you come in with a good angle, your flaps fully set, as soon as you start the round out, you should bleed off that speed pretty well. Wait for flaps 45 for final. Start turning it in here. It looks even shorter from this angle. Holy moly. Alright, we go flaps 45. Keep it around 80 miles, 80 knots, whatever the airspeed is. It looks like the little, you know, the rubber patches where all the touchdowns are like right next to each other. This is gonna be fun. Forgot to make my traffic calls. Cedar Key traffic, Arrow 108 Echo Romeo, short final, runway 5, full stop. Cedar Key traffic. This plane also doesn't like it when you cut the throttle; it just drops like a rock. So I'm gonna a little bit of round it out. Ooh, hold it.
Traffic, Victor Julia Kilo, turning downwind, landing.
Oh, that was easy.
Touch and go.
lean the mixture a bit for a taxi back here. I don't know where you park in this place. And fuel pump off.
Traffic, Victor, Juliet, Kilo,
Parking?
turning
Anybody?
downwind, landing on 3-2, touch and go.
A little floaty. I had a little panic minute there. Watch the replay once I get it shut down. Is this parking? What is this? Oh, there we go.
Traffic Oscar Charlie Hotel departing 32 westbound.
Cedar Key traffic, Arrow 108 Echo Romeo, back taxi and runway 5 to parking Cedar traffic.
Traffic Oscar Charlie Hotel departing 32 westbound.
Where do you turn in, man? There's no... Is that a taxiway?
Traffic Kilo Oscar Victor's overhead to field 1,500. We'll join the mid-right downwind.
This is a free scenery too. I don't know what the default airport looks like here. I mean, obviously it's not, this isn't too special, but if you're gonna try to land here, get this one. Just search for X-Plane KCDK, and it should be the first one that pops up. It doesn't look too bad. Cedar Key traffic, Arrow 108 Echo Romeo, clear of the active Cedar Key traffic. See ya. Park next to this Baron. Shut it down and watch the replay. Definitely a lot better than my TBM landing here. That did not work out at all. Actually, he probably died.
Traffic Kilo Oscar Victor's joining mid-right downwind 32 for the full stop.
I am not on a network. I am just using an XATC chatter, and I'm practicing for real life, I guess, in here. Or you could say I'm just pretending. Whatever's less nerdy.
Traffic, Victor, Juliet, Kilo, turning final for 3-2, touch and go. Traffic, Victor, Juliet, Kilo, turning final for 3-2, touch and go.
Park and brake, turn that shit off. See ya. Landing light probably should turn off before. The beacon on, we'll just go ahead and kill this thing. Cut the mixture. Mags off. Why do I still hear you? Alternator, battery. Yeah, it is. It's super good practice. Although, like I was saying earlier, if you're on Pilot Edge, you would actually need to use that stuff. But if you're on VATSIM, I mean, flying to airports like this, as soon as you get out of a Bravo or wherever the controllers are, you can basically do whatever you want. Because the CTAF frequencies are typed to communicate. And like I said, I'm not doing that. Replay mode. Let's get that turn base to final. Play? Anybody? Last notch of flaps come in here. Oh shit. What did I do? Pilot Edge is awesome, man. With the coverage, if it was better, I might think about spending the money on it, but I don't want to pay $20. Was it $20 a month? It's more than that. It sounds good, and they actually have real controllers for pretty much the entire area, so you can fly like you would in real life. Kind of a high round out there. Plenty of runway for us. We lived though. I mean, that's an improvement over the TBM flight that I did here. Also, like 90% of the reason that I do Flight Simulator in the first place is just so I can watch replays. Probably could have been a bit slower there too. That's true. I mean, yeah, you can do whatever you want to. Pilot Edge would be amazing training for real life, though. Particularly, you know, if you're nervous about flying ATC in real life. I know a lot of people that happens to get used to it online and then go. Because VATSIM, I mean, A, you can barely understand the controllers. B, it's not particularly realistic. I did hear that too, but I haven't flown VATSIM. I primarily use VATSIM to play multiplayer with friends. Like if I want to do a group flight with somebody, because I still haven't figured out how to work out the native multiplayer in X-Plane precisely. So we mostly use VATSIM for it. So I ran back. Plus they added those the mic key sounds. I wonder if those wings even cleared the Baron there next to us. I'm so used to seeing Cherokees, man. The wings look incredibly long on this thing. I guess that's why it doesn't sink like a Cherokee does. Oh, plenty of room. There we go, boys. Tie it down. I am done. Where's the tie downs? Tie downs, tie downs, tie downs. There we go. Go get yourself the scenery, the CDK, or check out the default. See if it's there. See if you guys can land there. Let me know how it goes. If you do it. Thanks for hanging out. Genanigans. Genanigans. I don't know how to pronounce that. And DJ. Guys, love you. We'll see you next time. Be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Failure Friday. If you have any suggestions, what you'd like to see, what I should fly for Failure Friday, let me know. Rules are down below if you want to take a look. See you then. Peace.